Do you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tail.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
The following contest is a tables match, where the only way to win is to put your opponent through a table. Introducing first, from parts unknown, Franklin Fear.
Uh-oh, look at that! No fear whatsoever. He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
Then maybe he's not smart enough to realize how dangerous his opponent really is.
HDW has been living in terror as Franklin Fear arrived, taking out Bodyguard. He would follow up by making his in-ring debut against the XTreme Champion, Dylan Cage. The XTreme Champion underestimated the new face of Fear and got himself disqualified by hitting Fear with a steel plate, ruining Fear's debut. Franklin is out for redemption to get his first victory.
And introducing his opponent, from Louisville, Kentucky, the Legend Slayer, Jeffery Maggs.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1. Oh, for the love of... Talk about having no respect for your opponent.
Well, if you've got a problem with it, maybe you should do something about it, JR.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing, King? Oh, would you look at that? That was completely uncalled for.
Hey, he doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This one's not over yet.
Oh, no! You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going! What a jerk! How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it, but it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say. What an impact! I'm sure that felt even worse than it looked.
I'd be surprised if this didn't end soon, JR. I don't think there's enough left in the tank.
What a shot! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this.
I don't even want to think about what that feels like, JR.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete. You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95.
I'm Franklin Fear.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
I think they're going to try to gut it out, JR, but guts will only get you so far. Sometimes it's just not physically possible to keep going.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
I'll tell you, JR, it's rough to get to a point in a match where you want to keep going, but you just don't have anything left. And I think that's what's happening here.
I think we're beginning to see the effects of this very tough, very physical matchup on these contestants. Fatigue has set in. The spirit may be willing, but the flesh is weak. I don't think any human being could keep this up for long in that condition, but there comes a point where you're just not able to physically continue. But the human body has its limits, and they may have been reached here in this match.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later.
My God, the human body was never meant to withstand that kind of punishment.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. Did you see that? That's gonna leave a mark.
I think that's the whole idea, King. There goes the table. Remind me to buy stock in a furniture company.
Here is your winner, Jeff Maggs.
Hey, how's it feel to embarrass yourself in front of millions of fans?
Oh, would you stop it, King? He's giving it his best shot here.
Hit the gym. Come back after a few months of weight training.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. Oh, come on now. How about a little more wrestling and a little less posturing?
It's called adding insult to injury, JR, and I think it's great.
What a disgusting display. I guess a little sportsmanship was too much to ask for.
You know what they say, all's fair in love and war, JR, and those two sure don't love each other.